Oh, there we go. We don't have a paintbrush, so we're using a shop rag. I've never seen this much wear.
They're both 200s. This is a restoration.
It looks so much better.
A subscriber gave us one of the most infamous and iconic trail bikes from the 1980s. This 1987 Honda Fat Cat has been sitting for at least 15 years, and we have 3 days to restore, ride, and deliver this thing back to its owner.
Hey dude, have you seen these plastics? There's got to be 1,000 cracks in them. It is so brittle.
Parts for this thing are near impossible to find, and if you can find them, they're really expensive. Like, plastics are literally $550.
It's a good thing they're available.
Yeah, so we gotta be careful. First things first, let's check the oil, see if we can get this thing to fire off. So the Honda Fat Cat, it's a notorious bike with a cult following. It was designed for beginners, but it's also historically known for poor handling at high speeds. We're gonna do a classic Cars and Cameras restoration and see for ourselves if the Honda Fat Cat lives up to its reputation for poor handling. How's that oil look?
Dude, it is black. This is bad.
Do we need to change it before we kick it over?
I don't think so. The thing I like to do is I like to run them first and get a little heat in them, because any debris that is settled, it'll stay put if we don't run it. So it gets it churned up so it comes out.
This bike was also the first of its kind, so it could have been just people in the 1980s not knowing how to ride a big tire bike. The challenge here is that a lot of these parts are irreplaceable, but we have to take this bike totally apart, put it back together, and test drive it with our limited time frame. Hey, there you go.
Hey, we're missing a carburetor.
I got a little starting fluid.
Okay.
Hot sauce.
Dude,
we're in good shape.
it's a Honda.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was so worried about this thing firing up.
All right.
Okay, so carburetor?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of shape is the gas tank in? Oh dear. Here you go.
Yeah, fuel tank's like $260 and it's a plastic replica, so hopefully that's in good shape.
Oh gosh.
That sounds chunky.
Ooh. I thought it was goo. It is literally solid varnish, and I'm chipping away at it. It's bad. This is it almost looks like liner, but that is straight up varnish.
Well, we got our work cut out for us.
Yeah, so I think what we have to do is we have to take the seat and the plastics off so we can gain access to the fuel tank. We're gonna have to tumble it and clean it out. Man, is this thing a semi-auto? Alright. I think this is a good working
solid
spot.
height. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be able to adjust the height, remove the tires, the plastics, everything.
So after we finish restoring this bike, we're gonna compare this thing to an MB200 to see how the fat tire design has evolved over the last 40 years. What is that? Is that a nut?
Axle nut?
Don't break on me, baby. Yeah, look at that. I'm worried about Zach.
What is that?
He said he liked this thing better without the plastic on it.
It does look better in my opinion.
Well, you're wrong, sir. You millennials.
He's not even a millennial, dude. He's the one after millennial.
Which one's that?
Zoomers.
Seriously?
Yeah, Gen Z, right?
You don't even know what Gen
He doesn't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the plastics are cool, but I do like the look of it without them.
Well, I bet you like the look of it without the gas tank too, right?
It's not bad.
Oh my god. Yeah,
is gonna be
it's
bad.
real crusty in there, dude. There was a big piece in there.
All right, y'all are lucky you don't have smell-o-vision right now.
Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Look at that.
Ooh. It's a nice finish.
That's better than what I was thinking. I thought it was going to be a gooey mess in the bottom, but we'll be able to put some rocks in there and shake it around, and things should break free.
Oh, it's straight gloss.
Yeah.
Like speedboat finish in there. Try finding that piece on eBay. Whew.
Hey, the tool bag.
Nice. Still complete?
Kind of looks like it.
It's nice. Doesn't look that much better.
It's all right. We're gonna start off today by replacing the tires on this thing, both the rear and the fronts, and then we're gonna go ahead and do our cables and all the other miscellaneous parts that we might have.
Hey.
There's one. Boom. So we made the executive decision to send these tires to get replaced off at the local shop just down the road. I'm gonna go ahead and take the brake drum and the rear sprocket off to prevent anything from getting damaged. There it is.
Is that a shake weight again, or am I hearing something else shaking?
Paint cans. Thank you very much. Doing some customizing. Try a little touch up.
You got any tech tips for what you're doing?
Have a paintbrush. We don't have a paintbrush, so we're using a shop rag. I have mixed the paint. This white is not exactly white. It's kind of an off-white. And I've just, as you can tell by my hands, I've just kind of made a mess. But you know. And it's going to take several coats before it even starts to look right. You don't want to tear the whole thing down because you're not painting the whole thing. You're just kind of touching up spots. So you just got to kind of clean things up before doing it. It's a little dirty. And I'm just going to do a little dab. Look, it's almost disappearing.
Wow.
And then we're going to hit it with one or two more coats and it should be completely covered up.
You can tell this bike has a lot of miles on it.
Yes. I've never seen this much wear on the paint on one of these old bikes.
There's just something satisfying about cleaning years of oil, dust, and rust off of an old bike that's been sitting untouched. Once we get it cleaned up, Ike is gonna lay down some fresh paint.
All right, the bike's nice and clean. These parts have been sanded and degreased. They are ready for self-etching primer and paint. You don't necessarily have to take it all the way down to the paint, but if you get down to metal, you're gonna need like a self-etching primer so the paint will stick. So let's throw that on here and get the paint on it and go to lunch.
Just got the tires back from the tire shop up the road. They look great. Gonna go ahead and put the drums back on, paint up the rear hub, and then we're all set.
So this exhaust is like really, really rare. You can't find them online or anywhere. So what's the saying? They're like hen's teeth. Can't find them. So we're gonna try to take these off, and we're gonna repair the rust holes that are in the exhaust, and hopefully it's gonna turn out okay. I'll stop right there. It is loose. I don't want to break it. Did it work?
It is rusted.
Oh dear. Might have to take this whole exhaust off, dude. Got it. Got it. Now we gotta fish it out.
Got the shock in the way, and then this mud flap help.
Well, we do have a new shock to put on it.
Good. How do you feel about us just doing the repair right there?
I mean, we could.
If the shock button coming out doesn't fix it, we just
weld it up right there.
weld it up right there.
Sure.
All right, good. The forks are sitting on that swing arm, so that bike might decide to move. We'll find out.
This exhaust was in pretty rough shape, but we welded it up and it looks a whole lot better. Unfortunately, we can't separate it. It's like rusted together, so we can't remove it from the bike. So I've just taped up a trash bag back here and I'm just gonna paint it right on the bike.
Sounds good to me. That's header paint, right?
Yeah, this is high heat paint, good for up to 2,000 degrees. I've noticed it's pretty durable too on a lot of our other projects and stuff.
Okay.
So this is good stuff. All right, well, I'm gonna wait for this to dry, flip it, shoot the other side. This thing is coming along great. We got the new fork boots on. They look fantastic. The touch-up paint is going well. Pretty soon we're gonna be ripping this thing and comparing it to a Trailmaster MV200. I'm really curious.
I am curious.
They're both 200s.
Yeah.
This one's probably a little heavier,
Yes.
so we'll see.
This one has gears,
But it's heavier.
but it's heavier.
Right.
I can't wait to compare.
What you doing, man?
I'm busting up all the varnish in the bottom of the tank. It is so thick and hard that I'm able to just kind of chisel it. After this, I'm probably gonna put some rocks in it, shake it around, get whatever's left, clean it out with some gasoline, and see if we have any leaks.
All right, so John and Ike trusted me with the hardest job yet, changing the oil. So I already went ahead and drained the old fluid out, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this Lucas in and run it through.
Yeah, because we're gonna basically run that for an hour or two and then drain that and put the genuine Honda stuff in.
Just to be extra safe.
Exactly, especially when a bike has been sitting this long, there's all kinds of gunk in there, so we're gonna change it and that's basically gonna be our flush.
Yes, sir.
This thing has more expensive oil change than my Miata if it takes 2 quarts. So the front half of the exhaust has its own issues. This is a nice little heat shield here. These bolts are frozen, so we can't get them out. So I'm just gonna clean up this area, tack weld it back on, scuff it, and paint it all assembled just like that. Remember, this is a restoration. Don't get it right, just get it running.
Dude, that looks
Pretty good.
fantastic, and it's holding.
Oh yeah. Let's see if I can show you the other side. Oop, there it is. That side's even better. That's not going anywhere.
No, that's very good. Very good.
So I'm gonna scuff this, paint it, still attached to the bike, then we can reinstall it, and then we're just kind of throwing this thing together with the old plastics because we don't want to wreck the new plastics. Finally starting reassembly here. It's amazing what a little bit of touch up and just a little bit of cleaning will do.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a 3-hand operation for sure. Yeah.
There we go. Yay!
Boom. On there.
Oh, there we go.
So here we got our new shock to replace the old one that we suspect is blown out. This new one is more adjustable to provide a better ride for us. And we're gonna go ahead and space it out equivalent to the old one and mess with this to try to get the similar lengths.
And the other nice thing about an adjustable shock is that you can more easily tune it for different rider weights.
Correct. So heavier the rider, stiffer the shock, lighter the rider, softer the shock. This is go. It'll be close. So the fresh paint on our rear hub assembly has finally dried. I went ahead and replaced the sprocket from the old one. Now we're going to take it and go ahead and put it on the wheel. Tighten it down and set it on the bike.
So we just keep finding more things to paint. The better it looks, the more we want to paint. And this has definitely got to get painted. I don't know if y'all can see, but right here on these fins, we have a brushed finish, aluminum finish on them. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna bring this back. We're gonna have this black with the brushed aluminum finish. and it's gonna look so good.
Yeah.
All right, a little better. So it's gonna take about an hour before we can continue with our second step on this jug after I've painted it. So let's set this thing down so we can start assembling the bike.
Oh, she leans.
Yeah, it does. That rear shock is taller.
Oh, yeah. How taller rear shock.
It looks really good.
Dude, yeah.
A little dirty on the bottom. That cover goes there.
Yeah. I mean, that's just simple as cleaning. That's just oil.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Looks a lot better than when it showed up.
For a 3-day job, and we're not even halfway done yet?
Yeah.
These handlebars were a little too far gone to paint white, so we just went ahead and did a flat black. We'll go ahead and set this on here. That way we have control.
Brand new sprockets.
Yep. So we installed new sprockets. Got a new sprocket on the engine and got a new sprocket right here on the rear with a brand new chain. This thing's gonna ride like a dream.
So we went ahead and got new brake levers as well to replace out the old dusty, crusty ones.
The dusty, crusty, mismatched ones.
Yeah, they are mismatched. This one was off like a 4-wheeler or 3-wheeler with the parking brake on it. So here we have a genuine 22mm Mikuni from Go Power Sports. We went ahead and got the cable with it as well, and we're just going to reuse the old twist grip. Go ahead and install it on the bike.
It's a tight fit, but it works.
Yes, ma'am.
Just what?
Sorry.
It's okay. Just enough room for a pod filter, because we don't have a new filter element for this thing.
Oh, okay.
Under trays going on.
Yes, sir. This one was like the most destroyed out of them all.
Yeah, this was in bad shape.
Might be too good now. So we have this nice black jug here. Let's throw a little sanding block to it and get our chrome fins. Yeah. Sorry. Look at that.
Looks good, man. That's how it came from the factory, and for a rattle can job, that's not bad.
It's acceptable.
Oh yeah, there it is. Fuel tank. We can run the rest of our fuel line, put plastics on it, and be ready to ride.
So the chain guard is in pretty poor shape. I had to heat up a piece to kind of get it off of the tire, and I was just thinking might be a good opportunity to kind of freshen it up some. See how it just kind of turns it darker? It's kind of making the plastic look newer. So we're gonna keep heating it up and put it back on the bike. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna look better than what it did before. That looks so good.
Not bad.
Minus the couple of little dents in it, it looks fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be adding our old plastics back on this for our laps around the yard, because we don't want to risk busting the new plastics that we have for the bike. And after our run, then we'll be putting on the new plastics on this bike. Well, it goes from looking like a motorcycle to a fat cat, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely looks like its own thing now.
Yeah, just by 2 pieces of plastic.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Man, the new plastics and the other little accessories we have are really gonna put this thing over the top.
Yeah.
How fast do you think it's gonna go? You think we're gonna break top 10 with this thing?
No. I'm thinking that this thing's gonna be a lot like a stock Trailmaster. I mean, the 10 Lizzies up there.
Yeah.
Minute 40. I'm gonna think I think it's gonna be about a minute 6.
I think you're at least 4 seconds fast. I think it's gonna be 110 plus.
Well, I've never ridden one of these, so
Remember,
you
it's
could be right.
for beginners. It's not supposed to be a performance bike.
I mean, it's a 200, right?
200 with the semi-automatic transmission.
And it looks heavy.
Yeah.
I don't think those are tightening down all the way.
They tighten up.
Tighten. That one tightened down all the way. Might have to clean that one up. So again, because we're going to be taking this thing out for a lap, we don't want to put a nice new seat cover on it. we have a new one sitting out in the sun, ready to go on when we're done with our lap.
I mean, with the old plastic, it kind of looks the same, but it does look a lot better.
It looks so much better.
Last thing we need to do before our performance test is to set the brakes. So, fun fact about the Fat Cat, it's a semi-automatic. So this is not a clutch. It's a secondary rear brake. So you have rear brake here and rear brake at the handle. And you have these two sets of linkages as well. So go ahead and hit the brake for me, Kyle. So that pulls, and the rear brake lever pedal also pulls. So these just need to be adjusted, and we are ready to go.
Shock feel good? A little stiff?
It's a little stiff, but
It seems about perfect for you.
We're leaking.
what are we leaving?
Water?
We're leaking something.
Did it just come out?
Oh, it's coming out of the carb overflow. It certainly sounds smooth. Yeah, we gotta fix that carb. Let's fix the carb. Huh? Let's fix the carb.
Yeah.
All right, so it's probably just a float adjustment, if I had to guess.
Yeah. The choke was on
The whole time.
the whole time.
Well, that would explain the...
Yeah. Well, but you said it was flowing fuel out of the overflow?
It was.
Sometimes when you're running a brand new carburetor, you notice that you got a little bit of fuel running out of this little hose coming from the bowl. I'm going to show y'all how to adjust the float level to stop that. You remove the 4 bolts on the bowl. In this case, 4 bolts. Could be,
Drain the bowl first,
yes.
because you could have fuel in there.
Man. Nice and clean inside because it is brand new. Here is the brass float bowls. You might have plastic float bowls on yours. This one's brass. This is a very nice carburetor. As the fuel is delivered into the carburetor, it goes into this bowl right here. When it starts to fill up, the brass floats start to float on top of the fuel, and there's a little valve right there in the center, right there. When it comes up, it closes off the valve, which stops the flow of fuel from your tank into your bowl for your carburetor. As the engine's running and it's sucking fuel in through the throat of the carburetor and going into your engine, it's going to be pulling fuel from this bowl. When the fuel level drops down, the floats go down, opens up the valve, allows fuel come in from your tank until it doesn't need it anymore. So the fuel level affects your floats here, which open and close the valve for your fuel. If you look right here, there's a little tab. Let me see if I can pull. I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to pull this apart. There's your floats. Here's your little valve.
Is that the needle in the seat?
This is the needle. This is the seat. And that little needle stops the flow. To adjust this little tab right here, you want to bend it down just a little bit, and that's going to affect the float level. So you see I have it bent down a little bit. It was straight across before, and I don't know if you can get a side shot. Can you see that it's been bent down there? Probably not.
Tiny bit.
Okay. it's a slight adjustment that you do. You don't want to make any large adjustments. So we're going to put this pin back in. It's not necessary to remove this part. I just felt like showing y'all the valve. And we're going to slide this in, and we're going to reinstall our ball because our adjustment is complete. It always helps if you go ahead and just have that fuel petcock on hand for something that has been sitting for a long time, because like 99% of the time it's going to be leaking no matter what. So it also helps if you turn the choke off when you go to ride this thing around. I completely forgot about the choke and it was running like total garbage. So let's give it one more go and see what we like, see what we think of it. Here we go. Semi-auto. All right, it feels pretty good. It is definitely down on power. It's just a little 200. Not bad at all. Now the brakes, I don't know if they're just weak in general or if these need a little bit of work. I don't know. All right, let's see what she'll do from a get. All right, here we go. It's okay. I'm just not sure. I mean, it seems to be running great, but it is definitely down on power, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So I think these were just weak from the factory.
And it has that unique 1980s Honda smell. If you got an old three-wheeler or one of these, you know what I'm talking about.
Can it do a wheelie? I mean, maybe you could try, like really try.
Okay, a little one. You know, it does look a little down on power. That's what a lot of reviewers said back in the 80s when this was new. Cool bike, but just underpowered, and I can kind of see why. I think we're gonna have a really good comparison between this and a modern mini bike.
And believe it or not, I like the semi-automatic, and the reason why is I can let my friends ride it, because a lot of my friends nowadays, they don't know how to drive a stick shift. So let's get on it. Just like all other bikes with big tires, I don't think they like to corner good.
Looks like he's having fun. I can see his rat tail growing out from under the helmet, you know? It's definitely a rat tail type of machine. Not quite a mullet. Mullet's more like CR250, CR500. That's a rat tail machine.
Hey, y'all ready for a ride?
Oh, I'm ready, dude. Let's line it up.
Sounds good. Let's
See you on the start line.
All right. Here we go. Coming around the corner here. Yeah, these big tires, they don't like the car.
So I am on the Trailmaster MB200 from Go Power Sports. This is like the modern equivalent of the Honda Fat Cat. We're going to see how these stack up in a series of challenges. They have very similar engine size, very similar power. This one's got a lot of miles on it. But it's still still a strong runner.
Hey, buddy.
I'll give you lane preference, old man.
Oh, you want to race?
Yeah, you're the old timer here.
All right, I want left lane.
All right. Interesting choice. Go ahead.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
He chose the wrong lane. Woo, boy. Oh, he's trying to go around outside. He's going around outside. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Later, old timer. Woo. Oh, no. Wow. Dude, he is leaving me. I can't believe it. I have brought shame to my family. Dude, I thought the mini bike was gonna destroy him.
What happened to you?
I thought this would have the power. Turns out it didn't.
That's a stock Tillotson.
It's stock with it's stock with the stage 1 kit.
Stage
I mean,
1.
I'm shocked. I bet you we need a belt on this thing or something.
That thing has been rode so hard.
Yeah.
And we've done zero maintenance to it, and it kind of looks like we need to do some maintenance now.
I checked the fuel, checked the oil, and fired it up. It had been sitting for 6 months. So you won the circuit race.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's try a hill climb.
Okay.
Welcome to the Cars and Cameras Hill Climb Challenge, Big Tire Mini Bike Edition. So this is the start-finish line,
Okay.
where you're gonna start the timer, fire up our bike, race to the entrance, and then race up the hill climb. And when we cross these trees, you stop the timer.
Like a Le Mans start?
Exactly.
So you're going to be off the bike, run to it, crank it up.
Sure.
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
I'm down.
Lowest time wins.
On your mark, get set, go!
Here we go.
All right, I'm actually a little bit worried. That thing took off pretty quick.
All right, this is a good test for these bikes. They have great ground clearance and big tires to get over all these obstacles. Woo! And this thing has nice low gearing too. So it's perfect, whoa, for this challenge.
Hitting the
Nothing
tree,
to see here.
hitting the tree was a classic.
It was.
Uh,
Me and trees and mini bikes, man.
Do you want to see your time or just
No, it's
a
you're
surprise?
up, buddy. You're up.
Now you, sir, did an amazing job cranking that thing up, and no, I had it where I wanted it. You know what? I'll let that one go.
All right.
It's fine.
All right.
Because if I lose, I'll just be like,
Ready, set, go.
No.
Ready, set, go. He's ripping it, man. He's ripping that thing.
A little unfair, but you know what? It's okay. I won't hit a tree like he did. Whoa! I say I won't hit a tree. I don't feel too great about that, but you know what? That's all right.
All right.
Your time, sir, was a 3:08.76.
Sweet.
I don't
You were
wa-
39.98.
Oh my goodness!
That's like
it
a
was so-
1 second margin. If I hadn't messed up your compression stroke on the starting, you would have had it.
Well, so they're kind of tit for tat.
They're extremely evenly balanced.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep thinking like they made the Fat Cat for beginners. The semi-automatic transmission, the low seating position, the big tires. The MB200 is the exact same way. It's an automatic transmission.
Yeah.
Big tires, good ground clearance, low-ish seating position.
Right. Well, that's all good.
Yeah.
I think we ought to have one more challenge.
Tiebreaker.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you feel about a good old-fashioned drag race?
I'll see you at the start line.
All right.
Racing from here to the Pathfinder?
Sure.
Here we go.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
Here we go. Oh man. Come on, speed. Speed. Oh yeah. Yes. You just got me.
That was close.
Dude, I think this has the whole shot. The CVT just gives it that right off the line torque.
Right.
And then you just walk it down.
You got out ahead.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was walking you down, but whenever I shifted in the last gear, I wasn't walking you down as fast. So
yeah.
you know, with a better CVT, like a fresh CVT, maybe a Juggernaut, I would have a real hard time beating you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a Fat Cat, but you can't spend the $3,500 for a used one, an MB200 is an awesome option, and they're like infinitely customizable.
Right.
Let's get that Fat Cat the rest of the way and get it looking restored.
Sounds good to me. Let's go to the shop. Last one's a rotten egg.
Oh boy. Oh, here he comes. Oh boy, he's coming. Oh Lord.
So close. Well, I guess you showed me. I'm a stinky rotten egg.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Good day at work.
I love big tire bikes. So we're down to the finishing touches on the Fat Cat. We have a new head saver. What do you even call this?
So you don't knock your teeth in.
Yeah, exactly. The teeth saver that says Fat Cat. We have a new stickers kit, including all the little small ones like the disclaimer and the choke on off, to go on the brand new, still in the bag plastic. Nice. So this thing is gonna get a true transformation.
New headlight bezel.
Yeah, got this. Got a new fender, rear and front. So this thing is gonna look so good. So we got the new graphics laid out. They're so much cleaner and no cracks compared to the old ones. However, I really don't think this is gonna last 40 years like the original plastic. I mean, just the reproduction, it just feels a little on the
cheaper side.
Yeah, it does, to be completely honest. But it's nice that it exists at all. So let's throw these graphics on and we're gonna have a finished look at our Fat Cat. And we gotta load this thing up in the bus and get it down to Texas. So much better. So we got a new seat cover for this thing. The plastics are gonna look fantastic. That's gonna be an easy swap. Gonna do the headlight bezel that's been broken and bugging me. The front fender. This thing is gonna look sweet.
Yeah. There we go. I'll see you in a couple of hours.
I'll seat you in a couple hours too.
Trying to make it where I know which drink is mine. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna need to get a little screwdriver so I can pop those loose. So you have to remove the staples. Once you remove the staples, then the seat will be able to come off. The foam underneath looks like it's in pretty decent shape. Good enough where I don't believe I need to mess with it.
There we go. A little more touch up there. So we can finally get rid of this broken front fender. There we go. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So far, so good. Awesome. All right, so the seat looks pretty good. Got a couple of bad spots in it. I don't think we have time to fill those in with anything. So we'll just cover it up, and they're so small it'll probably be just fine.
Yeah.
All right, look at that. We're going from black to blue. So I've got to...
Isn't that a song?
I like that song.
Me too.
It's a good song. So we're gonna staple this on the front, and we're gonna staple this on the back, and it's gonna raise it up like that. Then we're gonna be pulling on the sides, which is gonna pull it down for that nice little arch there.
Misfire?
No. What's taking everything? There we go.
I know. Too bad you don't like electric staple guns.
Dude, I can grab the electric staple gun. It ain't gonna be doing any better than this. In fact, I'm gonna say it will do worse. We can grab the staple gun.
All right. Let's bring this dude into the 21st century. There you go. You can go from bolt action to semi-auto, brother.
I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it.
I'm just curious.
You want safety glasses?
No, just hide behind the camera.
Shake weight.
No.
Let's try this electric one you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? I mean, maybe it's okay.
You're semi-auto man now?
Not too bad. Actually turned out a little better than I was thinking. So, the seat's ready. What else can we do? You know, I'm gonna put on the front fender on this bike. Oh yeah, this thing's coming together real nice.
Sometimes when you guys find yourself changing out old plastics with new ones, you'll see that the new ones don't come with these locator tabs on the new one. So in this instance, we're gonna have to get creative and try to make up for that gap that isn't there on the new one. So what I did to make up for not having this piece on the new one is I took a longer bolt with some fuel hose on it to kind of make up for that gap when it bolts onto the chassis here. All right, so I got these side panels on, and I must say, starting to come together.
The bracket is bent, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of adjustment on the brackets on this thing because this is a little crooked, but you know, this thing's probably been laid down more times than a bar of soap in a prison shower.
Boys, this thing looks good.
It really does.
Hot dog. I can feel my mullet growing already.
It's nice.
Let's take this thing for one last spin before we go load it up in the bus. Oh, definitely taller than an MB200. Hey! Oh man, this thing is smooth. Definitely heavier than an MB200. You can feel this thing's weight, but it is floaty. Wow, the plastic is just pristine white. It's like burning my eyes. Man, this thing brings me right back to 86. This thing is killer. We did a great job for just doing it in 3 days. We got to get this thing loaded up in the bus and bring it down to Stan. He's gonna love this thing. We completed the 3-day restoration. Now this thing needs to make it all the way down to Texas to get back to Stanley.
What's the delivery fee?
We didn't talk about that, did we?
I better save all the receipts.
So we are loading this thing in the bus and we are headed down to Texas for the 2025 Pull Start Picnic, Saturday, April 12th at Rockwood Go-Karts and Mini Golf. And then the day after is the Go Power Sports 660 mini bike drag race. So we're bringing some projects, of course, our racing mini bikes, and we're going to be competing there. So if you have a mini bike to show or you just want to see some of the sickest mini bikes in the country, come out to the Pull Start Picnic if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And then Sunday, if you got a bike you want to race, bring it out to the 660. I'll link it in the video description. Can't wait to see you guys there. Let's go. Oh, it's Quinn. Oh, man, come on, dude.
That's why I went inside.
Hey, Clint, how's it going? It's gonna come back to me, isn't it?
Yeah.